I bet you've been waiting in complete silence, seeing where I would visit the next day. Actually, hang on. We can now click this. What's here? I'll leave you in agonizing a bit. Wow, that is a big notepad. There is a lot of shit. What's Sem? He has 4 things said about him. No, I just put like WEIRD. Brackets leave alone. That was a lot of shit. Alright, anyway, we're going to visit Istvan. We could visit Sem, but again, as we just discussed, bit weird, so we won't. He came, just as you said. I'll leave if you don't mind. I don't. Cold. Wasn't this open earlier? Like these curtains? Oh no, it's because you were standing there. Okay. I was going to say, hang on a second. I don't. You were expecting me? I was. Slava's eyes and ears are wide open, I see. Was she the one who told you I might come? Yes, she was. Well, he admitted it at least. No speculation about that. I assume you came to talk about our little investigation. Well, you're even. Let's not waste time on chit-chat. Right, I'll start with my questions. Do you know Lev well? Barely spoke with the man. If you expect me to tell you where the lunatic is, you're wasting your time. I stopped paying attention to his secret excursions long ago. And frankly, I don't care about what happened. Okay, so, no way in hell. That sounds like a bad option. Maybe he could somehow... Sure, people vanish all the time. We know he just hasn't vanished. We're not going to find him dead in a ditch. It just turned out he fell off trying to, like, find a plum or something. That one, middle of the road. Still, you have resources. Surely there's something you can do to help with the investigation. How about sending some guards to search the city? Youngsters who find acting like an adult too difficult and amuse themselves by playing detective don't interest me. I have my own ways of coping with boredom, playing your little game alone. I get the impression you don't care for the well-being of your people. Why should I? I'm not their father and they're not my children. They know exactly what they signed up for. That's a risky statement coming from someone who ordered his guards to beat Lev up and he hasn't been seen since. Is that a threat, kid? It wasn't the first time they had to rough him up. The man's been caught trespassing on multiple occasions. He ignored their warnings and my clemency has its limits. The rules apply to everyone. So, do you know anything about the night of Lev's disappearance? Did anything out of the ordinary happen? This is getting tedious, Doctor. I already told you I don't know and I don't care, nor do I appreciate, with no respect for my time. People would know. He obviously doesn't respect people for his time. That would be weird. So, basically, by going to Istvan, we got nothing. Great. If you don't care, you should be the one in power. Oh, shouldn't. This is rich. Lessons on responsibility from an adolescent. Listen to me, kid, and listen well. I know all there is to know about sacrifice and caring for the legacies of past generations. I dedicated my whole life to serving the best interests of this city. People come and go all the time, but this city remains strong and proud. I mean, you say that, it's exploding. It is exploding around you, and you don't care enough to do about it something yourself. In fact, you say the technician can just figure out herself. Like, you don't care that much. Forgive me if I don't believe you. People come and go, really? So is that all we are to you, your assets? Your islanders love your drama. I've just never met a man who doesn't care about anything. Oh, but I care about a million of things. That's not even funny. I meant that literally, kid. When I retired, I found the perfect way to occupy my time, stargazing. With time, it became much more than a hobby, it's my passion. I'm planning to spend the rest of my life studying the celestial secrets. You care about stars. That's it. He has to be. Come on, he's disorganized. It's turned into his passion. Do you know what it's called? It's called Kala. That's what it's called. Well, I guess it's good you found something to do. But isn't it hard to see anything with that radiant dome in the sky? We can see through it pretty... Is that what the green light is outside? The sort of interchanging green light. Is that from the dome? I wonder. Also, Galen, I'm not saying that it's difficult, but all you have to do is look out the fucking window. Like, okay, let's count the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You see what I mean? It's not that there's a lack of them, is there, Treacle? Rest assured, I can afford the best equipment. I spared no expense. Just look behind you. Spirit is enormous. Those symbols on the cover, I recognize them. You do? Those are the Academy insignia. My people didn't make it since we don't deal with machines, but they probably tinkered with it. Most likely did something to enhance the scope or maybe its vision. You surprise me, Doctor. I take it you were trained in the craft? Oh no, my talent is all natural. Oh, you've gone back to being a cocky teenager again. God damn it, Galen. The training only helped unearth it. You certainly have the ego of a magician. Splendid. As it happens, I could use your expertise. My telescope has been behaving strangely out of late. I need someone to help me calibrate it. I'm not an amazing knowledger of the astronomies, as you can tell, but can you calibrate a telescope? Is that a thing you can... whatever. It has lost its focus for some reason. The picture is all blurred. I mean, that just sounds like you're having a glass problem. Is it now? Interesting. But I'm a doctor, not a technician. Perhaps I could examine your eyes instead. I can do it right now if you want. The serious face. I guess it can't hurt. Go ahead. Alright, can you look up, please? And now to the sides, left and right. They seem fine, but I need to conduct proper tests to be sure. Come over to the greenhouse and we'll take care of it. He's going to bed you. Be careful. He'll be cheating on Slava, even if he does have other people come in. Dad, it's just details. I expected you to be more helpful, but alright, I'll come if I have time, Doctor. Now leave me alone. I'm a busy man. I should get going anyway. My plants need me. So, the way we get through to him is talking about astronomy. That's a thing. Okay, got it. Because all we did is, okay, I might have a problem for your astronomy. Let me look at your eyes. And then he was all over that. It's much worse than I thought. Several plants are already showing signs of necrosis. Some are beyond aid. I mean, necrosis. Necro means death, doesn't it? So, am I to assume that necrosis just means death? Is the death or most of all the cells in an organ or tissue due to disease, injury, or the failure of a blood supply? That's not as fun. The tropical species suffered the most. The greenhouse climate control system offered no protection. This is very odd. The temperature's drop must be slightly and fairly recent. Cellular damage should be occurring at a much slower pace. Unless it's the water? Water could carry the damaging agent directly into the system, bypassing external defenses. That would explain the speed of the alterations. And the water is magic, right? Like, because whoever's doing this, it has something to do with the pipes. Or there is magic in the pipes. Okay, this got a little weird. You better be wrong about this, Galen. You're either overcome with shock. I mean, you're looking down. Have you just remembered that your penis is 1 inch tall? Oh God, no! My belt buckle is bigger. This is bad. I didn't notice. Someone is slowing down the currents, binding them with my... Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I meant, of course, by penis. Sort of what we actually speculated on. Whatever. All right, get a grip. Countering the effect will be tedious, but water magic is your speciality. That probably can't be said about the conjurer who did this. Preparations are in order, so I can perform the water quickening ritual, but the plant's already dying, so that's top priority. 3 specimens have been affected the most. I can't save them all, but spirits. I won't let the saboteur destroy the garden. Not on my watch. Don't worry, babies. Restoring vital forces is one of the things I do best. One of you will feel much better in a second. But which should I choose? There's the water flame, also known as the healer's friend. It saved countless lives. Very potent antidote, even without refining. If applied quickly, it will neutralize most toxic agents. With a little bit of magic, it can even heal major wounds. So, someone is deliberately sabotaging our plants. That's what I've gotten from this. We're all about smiting here, so I'm just tempted to take the plant which does something bad. Then the white myrrh. Famous mainly for its hallucinogenic properties, a posh recreational drug popular among high society and students. We're a fucking doctor. Why are we walking around with LSD? It's fucking like angel dust. Yeah, Doctor, I mean, that plant there, I haven't seen many plants which are, like, well, pills and white dust, like, you know? No, sir, I can assure you that these plants are the finest. Would you like to try some? Oh, I swear I've been here before, but sure, I'll try some and make sure it's a plant. Fuck me, it's Barney the dinosaur. You know where I'm coming from? Jesus, expensive unless you know how to grow it, and they taught us at the academy. Joke's on you, Rich Folk. What most people don't know is also a catalyst that can help you lose weight or enhance your magical talent. The last one is sweet anise or the stealth killer. Yeah, I thought that. A dangerous poison which, unfortunately enough, tastes fantastic. It's not a plant, it's a weapon. The best thing to be said about this little demon is that it kills instantly. There's no time to lose, I need to choose. Did you deliberately rhyme there, Galen? Come on. We're deciding whether we want to heal people or kill people. Now, I'm not sure whether you smiters, people who watch this, smiting, have gone soft over years, because we haven't mentioned smiting, or mention it less regularly nowadays. So, some of you might be going, the healing plant, you're a doctor, that sounds great. At heart, we're still a smiting channel, I think, dedicated to smiting. So I think just by principle, we need to take the poison. If I was playing alone, what would I take? The healing plant. I'm a fucking doctor. But, you know, imagine that. But doctor, where's your healing? Sorry, I wanted to keep the one which killed someone. But you're a doctor. You're fired? Why would we want someone who does that? You know what I mean? Whatever. Poison. Someone is intentionally damaging the city system. I must be ready to strike back. Oh, God. Can also be used against you. Just another thought, but details. I can't kill anyone, but weakening them with poison is different. With the right dosage and a spell or two, my little friend can incapacitate the saboteur for good. Yeah, that'll work. Let's work some magic and save a plant's life. Oh, we didn't actually eat some. No, okay, that was just... That's how we do magic, actually. Mild orgasms. There, I think it worked. I feel a bit weak, though. It was more draining than I expected. The curse must be pretty strong. I'm glad there's a party tonight. I need to relax and recharge. I hope there won't be any more surprises. Oh, don't tempt fate. Now it's going to be shit. We're going to get there and Constance is going to be like, hi, I'm the Demon Lord, and then try and kill everyone. You know that's going to be a thing now. God damn it. Alright. Well, hopefully there won't be too much promiscuity going along. Galen can't be dealing with that. This is... Well, neither can Yanni. Well, this was one of the focal points in the flow system sustaining the city, a point of access to the waters for small flow adjustments. It had a couple fail-safe mechanisms and at least a dozen filters. The first of the 3 safety barriers must be gone. That couldn't have been an accident. Destroying this was no easy task. It must have taken days of precise work and knowledge to execute. I wonder if it's Lev fucking talking with someone. Because this nothing's concrete at the moment, so everything else has to be guesswork. So it could be easily something like, Lev, you really want it, but you're insane, so come to Isfan, he's going to tell you where to go, we're going to rough you up so it looks like that you're just trespassing. You know, it could be something as wild as that. I feel sorry for the person who did this. They won't survive if the city fails. How desperate must one be to do something like this? They must see no other way out than their misery. I wish I could just talk to them. As for the leak, I can block it out for now. The flow can only be repaired from the control chamber. Though, I need to find it soon. If our mysterious saboteur has gone through such effort as this, there's no reason to stop them now. The control chamber is the only way to assess the extent of their actions. Gah, is this lunatic day you won't last through the true winter of your speaking to yourself already? I'm writing shit down! Your eyes can't be that bad, can they? You're coming back from Istvan, presumably? I wish, at least Istvan's predictable. Sem just came out of me at the blue with a knife. He must have done something to aggravate him that much. Ask her what happened. Don't say that. We just talked, I suggested something, and he attacked me. What was it? I wanted to organize a dogfight. Look, I can see why he's pissed off, alright? That's all I'm saying. Like the tribes have. Normally, I prefer the merchant's idea of fun, but in the dead season, we have nothing else. You suggested a dogfight to the resident dog person? No wonder he got angry. That's the understatement of the winter. He could have just said no, you know. Maybe you don't go suggesting dogfights to people who love dogs in the same way that you don't preach, like, homophobia to someone who's gay. You see what I mean? I mean, he's not a dog, but he really, really loves dogs. Like, it's just not something you do. Or talk about how terrible chocolate is to someone who loves chocolate. By the way, if you do hate chocolate, unfortunately I have to dislike you as well, because it tastes pretty good. I tried to calm him down, but he was in some sort of trance. His eyes were glazed, his face was all red. Something seriously wrong with him. Oh, so it may have been more. You sure you didn't say anything else? It seems so unlike Sim. The only thing that could count as an insult was when I told him he treats those damn flea bags as if they were his family. Oh, come on, someone from the fucking tribes, and suddenly you're bitching about dogs being whatever. And this isn't the first time this has happened. Just ask Cassia. Oh, no. I know that look. You're falling for him already. I've seen the way he stares at you. Let me tell you, that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm merely stating that there's usually one more version of a story, frankly speaking. Dogfights are cruel. They are. But we're not getting any sympathy from that. He stares at me, question mark. We are not fucking interested. Jesus Christ. Sem is a bit odd. He is a bit odd. We were saying that, like, earlier on. Let's pick that option. I'm not a fan of dog fights, or any fights for that matter, but a public spectacle could release some tension. That's not what I said at all! Fuck you, game! I said that Sem is a bit odd. I didn't say, yeah, fuck it, let's go condone dog fighting. Those are two different options. Alright, well, we're stuck with all our decisions. We're not safe scumming anymore. I had no idea when people were so on edge. If Sem, the calmest man in town, resorts to violence. I told you he's anything but calm. People say so because he keeps to himself, but when he opens up, there's a lot of crazy inside. Everyone is coping just fine. Sem's the only one who's lost it. I mean, he does really, really like dogs. Like, if we're being honest, he is a fan of them. He is weird. You know why I decided to stay in the city? Everything's here. Entertainment, soft beds, fancy clothes. Fancy clothes? Man, you need to fucking go to London or Paris or some shit. Not to mention the booze selection. You can do whatever you want here. But now it's getting colder by the day. We're spinning our wheels and Sem won't even consider using the dogs for a show. Constance is throwing a party tonight. Isn't that enough for you? Drinking and meeting the same people I see every day at the inn. Oh joy, oh joy. She didn't act. I think that was sarcastic. I don't think she liked that at all. Probably not. Anyway, the drinks are over to the edge of the basin. Please help yourselves. Yanni, so gracious of you to come. You look better by the day. I hope the doctor won't object to you having some wine. We're gonna get fucking plastered, is what we're gonna do. Some wine? Give me 4 bottles, I'll open my mouth and you can pour them down. Sorry. My alcoholism is coming up. I would never do such a cruel thing. On the contrary. She may need some warming up after all she went through. That's not whatever. I guess this isn't your professional environment. You can say stuff which isn't true. Marvellous. Let's all use this evening to dull our senses. A bit of wine would be lovely, though. Thank you, Constance. My pleasure. I'll make sure everyone else is fine and be back to chat in a little while. Please, feel at home. It's a party, so let's keep things light and fun. What did you find out about the explosion? Do you have any clue as to who it is? Okay, let's just go over that quickly. You see what I said? Look, smiling. It's a party, so let's keep things light and fun. Serious face, what did you find out about the explosion? Do you have any clues to who did it? We need to find this or we'll all die. We're all on toast. Our hair will be consumed with butter on toast. It won't. Like, that would be weird. Not so fast. Why are you so sure this was a sabotage, not a random malfunction? These things were not built to fail randomly, so unless you're really terrible at your job and break them yourself. You know, now that I think about it, I haven't actually seen you do any actual maintenance work. Sexism. Right here. I'll let that slide since you've clearly had one drink too many. If only the saboteur was so careless. So you agree there is one? Yes, someone worked meticulously to destroy the first barrier. At this rate, they'll destroy the city before the true winter ends. We need to stop them. Luckily, there's a lot of time before, like, true winter ends. I don't actually know how much time, but I'm presuming it's a lot. I think it's more than 3 months. That's all you've got. We need to stop them. Brilliant. Oh, please, if you manage to solve the case, feel free to enlighten me. Hey, this party was supposed to break the grim mood that fell over us yesterday. No whispering or suspicious glances, friends. Let us all enjoy each other's company, mingle, and forget all your problems for one evening, please. Wiser words were never spoken. Lead me to the food trays. I'll join you in a moment. Once I get a sample of these amazing relaxing waters, having everyone in one place is a great opportunity for observation. There's Cassia. Maybe he learned something new since we last spoke. Looks like he's leaving, though. I would certainly like to know where he's wandering off to in the middle of a party. But seems Galen's already on it. Oh, typical Galen. Fucking enjoying his presence and going running off as soon as he leaves. Well, the chronicles of the man who doesn't care and the guy who enjoys his presence will continue next episode. It's a thrilling title, I'm sure you'll agree.